Paul Rudd and former The Voice coach Nick Jonas are collaborating on a brand new musical comedy. The Hollywood Reporter reports that Power Ballad will be the final film of the 2026 Dublin International Film Festival, a significant turning point for the movie, director John Carney, and the Irish festival itself is the international premiere, which is set for March 1, 2026 at the Bord Gáis Energy Theatre. Power Ballad, which was directed and co-written by Carney, the director of popular music-infused classics including Once and Sing Street, has Rudd as Rick, a wedding singer whose heyday is over, and Jonas as Danny, a fading boy band star. A heartwarming tale of ambition, self-discovery, and the transformative power of music centers on the two's unexpected friendship after they meet at a show and jam late into the night. It brings me great joy to see our film, Power Ballad, wrap up this year's festival. After so many fantastic films, it's appropriate to end with a bang of pleasure and music, he said. Really, that is what happens in our film. Who wouldn't want to witness Paul Rudd throw Nick Jonas off a balcony? With both Rudd and Jonas set to come, Dublin will throw a lavish closing night party, showcasing the film as a joyous, exuberant capstone to the 11-day festival schedule. The fun and music don't end at the festival. Lionsgate has scheduled more early screenings of Power Ballad after Dublin, including South by Southwest, SXSW, in mid-March, before it opens in theaters nationwide and abroad on June 5, 2026. Carney, who has long been praised for fusing emotional storytelling with catchy soundtracks, infuses this most recent project with a cozy, character-driven vibe, as Rick and Danny negotiate backstage drama, ego conflicts, and the highs and lows of creative life. His distinctive touch, which was visible in previous blockbusters that honor the soul of music and its movers, is anticipated to shine. It takes something genuinely unique to stand out in a Hollywood landscape overflowing with reboots, sequels, and superhero fatigue. That's precisely what's happening right now as two very different yet oddly ideal entertainment forces come together. Pop sensation turned serious actor and adored The Voice coach alum Nick Jonas is officially joining Paul Rudd, the timeless king of charm and comedy, for a new musical comedy that insiders are already describing as one of the most novel endeavors in years. The combo seems charmingly strange at first. Rudd, the all-around comic, is on one side. His career was based on his warmth, timing, and remarkable ability to make even the most mundane situations funny. In contrast, Jonas, a former teen idol, managed to discard his boy band persona to become a well-known actor, Broadway performer, and judge on one of the biggest singing competitions on television. When taken as a whole, they symbolize two distinct entertainment generations, two very different trajectories, and a common desire to take artistic chances. And maybe that's what's so thrilling about this partnership. Early sources claim that the project is a full-fledged musical comedy, an increasingly uncommon genre that combines heart, humor, and song without irony. According to reports, the movie fully embraces the musical format rather than mocking it or treating it as a novelty. Imagine hilarious scenes combined with sincere, heartfelt rhythms, catchy original melodies, and characters who sing because it comes naturally to them, rather than because the script requires it. According to reports, Paul Rudd portrays a friendly, a little lost protagonist navigating a life that didn't exactly go as planned. In this world, music serves as both a means of escape and a link that unites him with others, his mission, and ultimately himself. Nick Jonas, on the other hand, takes on a part that deftly combines his dramatic range and musical prowess. A charismatic but tormented singer whose confidence onstage conceals deeper concerns off. According to insiders close to the production, the story is around reinvention, second chances, and the odd lovely ways people find harmony, both literally and figuratively. Though plot specifics are kept under wraps, just Paul Rudd's participation would create a lot of interest. He has grown to be one of Hollywood's most well-liked characters over the last 30 years. From popular blockbusters like Ant-Man to classic films like Clueless and Wet Hot American Summer, Rudd has perfected the skill of being endearing without being conceited and humorous without being nasty. His restraint is what makes him particularly captivating in a musical comedy. Rudd is not renowned for his large-scale, ostentatious performances. Rather, he is a master at bringing ludicrous circumstances down to emotional reality. In a genre that is prone to excess, that attribute is crucial. Rudd is more aware than others that a single raised eyebrow, a well-timed pause, or a softly sung phrase may have the same impact as an entire ensemble piece. Rudd has repeatedly shown that he's up for anything. Despite not being typically thought of as a musical performer, he gives authenticity to everything he does, whether he's dancing badly, singing with deliberate earnestness, or leaning into self-aware humor. That genuineness could be the key component that keeps the whole musical comedy enterprise going. The path of Nick Jonas has been really fascinating. Through carefully selected parts, Broadway performances, and an increasing presence in film and television, he gradually redefined himself after first being predominantly recognized as the youngest Jonas brother. His time as a coach on The Voice strengthened his reputation as a singer and as a musician who can mentor others and have a deeper understanding of musical mechanics. Jonas' adaptability is what makes him unique. Without depending on his fame, he can carry a scene, sing with technical mastery, and convey emotional depth. He has tended to take on jobs that defy expectations in recent years, frequently portraying people that are more nuanced and imperfect than his early public persona implied. Jonas is said to have a strong creative voice in this musical comedy. Although he isn't given official writing credit, insiders claim that he has had a significant influence on the musical components, making sure that the songs feel natural to the narrative rather than being thrown in for commercial reasons. It's understandable that the filmmakers would appreciate his opinion given his expertise. The chemistry between Rudd and Jonas is among the project's most talked about features. Early rehearsals have apparently shown an amicable, almost brotherly chemistry between the two, despite their varied backgrounds in entertainment and generations. On screen, Rudd's easygoing humor and Jonas's intense focus make for a striking contrast. Jonas emotionally embraces a situation, whereas Rudd tends to underplay it. The tension between the two approaches gives their scenes more depth. They seem to elevate each other instead of vying for attention, finding rhythm in their contrasts. The musical numbers also exhibit this synergy. According to sources, there are moments where Jonas's flawless performance and Rudd's purposefully flawed vocals combine to create a curiously poignant and humorous effect. Connection is more important than vocal perfection. And that's ultimately the essence of excellent musical narrative. There have always been cycles of musical comedies, from Hollywood's heyday to contemporary hits that revolutionized the genre. The genre flourishes when viewers seek out meaning-filled delight that isn't empty. Projects that are genuine, upbeat, and emotionally impactful without being corny have become more and more popular in recent years. The timing of this movie seems ideal for that particular cultural moment. According to reports, it seeks to feel modern while respecting the traditions of vintage musicals, as opposed to relying on nostalgia or satire. According to reports, each song advances the character and tale rather than interferes with it, ranging from lively ensemble pieces to personal solos. The project's creative team has also placed a strong emphasis on relatability and diversity. These characters aren't perfect and suddenly start singing because they're meant to be amazing. Viewers may readily relate to them since they are flawed, humorous, and sometimes awkward individuals who use music to analyze their life. The cooperative atmosphere on set is one of the most promising aspects of the production. Actors are encouraged to try new things, improvise, and bring their own ideas to rehearsals, according to cast and crew members. Known for being a kind scene partner, Paul Rudd has allegedly created a laid-back environment where comedy may flow easily. Nick Jonas, on the other hand, has contributed a methodical musical sensibility that has helped to perfect voice arrangements and guarantee emotional consistency throughout performances. The tone of the project seems to be defined by this balance. Playfulness combined with accuracy. Yes, it's humorous, but it's also thoughtfully made. This mix frequently distinguishes forgettable comedy from pictures that continue to influence culture long after the credits have rolled. Paul Rudd views the movie as yet another astute change of direction, demonstrating his willingness to pursue new artistic endeavors despite decades of success. He may display a different aspect of his talent in a musical comedy while maintaining the traits that initially won people over. The project seems like a logical progression to Nick Jonas. It connects his musical heritage with his aspirations to become an actor, establishing him not only as a performer, but also as a creative force that can steer a big studio movie. Being on the same screen as Rudd also shows that the business believes in his skills, which could lead to even more varied opportunities. Early reviews have been largely good, despite the fact that the film is still under development. Fans of both celebrities have expressed their enthusiasm on social media, with many complimenting the pairing's unexpectedness. Industry observers are already making predictions about the film's potential to become a sleeper smash, festival debuts, and award season prospects for original songs. Naturally, the audience has high expectations, but not excessively so. The next great work that defines a genre isn't necessarily what people are searching for. They are searching for anything that will make them chuckle, hum along, and perhaps feel a bit lighter as they leave the theater. It appears that this effort will accomplish just that. The genuineness of this Paul Rudd-Nick Jonas combination is what makes it so appealing. The concept of a character-driven musical comedy seems nearly novel in a time when spectacle frequently rules the day. It serves as a reminder of why films are important in the first place, not merely for amusement, but also as communal experiences that unite people with emotion, laughter, and music. When a pop culture chameleon and an iconic figure in comedy collaborate on a project that is based on creativity and joy, the outcome might be more than just a light-hearted distraction. It may serve as a reminder that great storytelling doesn't require shouting to be heard. One thing is certain as the excitement grows: this is not your typical celebrity pairing. It's a celebration of teamwork, a convergence of sensibilities, and a musical comedy that could just hit the right note at the right moment.